Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about key and what are the objectives of key. Here we are going to learn what is key, function of key, material used in key, and types of key. So first, let us know what do you mean by key. A key is a piece of metal. So this is a key. Key is a piece of metal or a shaft which is inserted between the shaft and the hub, okay, or boss of a pulley in order to connect them together like this to prevent the relative motion between them, okay. It also connects the machine element to the shaft. Next, this you can see this is a key seat and this is a keyway, and keyway is a slot or a recess in which the key can accommodate, okay. Next, the material generally used in making of key are brass, nickel, brass mixture and mild steel, etc. Next, here in this diagram you can see this is the front portion, and front view you can see this is the shaft and this is the bushing, this is our key and this is our width of key. This we are telling the W width of key, and this are we are telling the thickness of the key. And next, this is the length of the key, that is your L, okay. So here in this cross-sectional view of this key we can here see the terms, that is T is the thickness or the height of the key, and this is the width of the key. Next, here you can see how the key is inserted inside the shaft and the pulley. So you can see here how this shaft goes inside the pulley and it is uh, inserted with the key. Next, how the key inserted in the shaft is rotating in this machine. Next, we will see different types of key. We have 5 different types of key, that is sunk key, shadow key, tangent key, round key and splines key. First, we will see sunk key. So sunk key is a halfway keyway on halfway on the shaft and halfway in the keyways. So it is half inserted in the shaft and half inserted in the keyways of the hub or the boss of the pulley. The sunk key is once again divided into 6 parts, that is your rectangular key, square key, parallel key, gib head key, feather key and woodruff key. So let us see what is a rectangular key. So rectangular sunk key is a sunk key that is tapered in cross section. So here you can see this, it is tapered in cross sectional, okay. So W is what? W is the D by 4. So here the width should be D by 4. So D is what? The diameter of the shaft, okay, or the diameter of the hole in the hub. Next, thickness of the key. Thickness of the key T is equal to 2 into W divided by 3. So in place of W we can write down D by 4 and we are getting D by 6. Next is our square sunk key. So here you can see this is a square sunk key, okay. So the main difference between rectangular sunk key and square sunk key is the width and the thickness, rest is the same. So here width is equal to thickness is equal to your D by 4, okay. Next is our parallel key, okay. So this is our parallel key, parallel sunk key. It may be rectangular or square cross sectional, okay, and it is uniform throughout the width. So it is uniform, you can see here in this diagram it is uniform throughout its width and your thickness, okay. And it is a taperless key and is generally used in pulley, gears and other mating pieces required to slide along the shaft. Next, here you can see this is a parallel sunk key which is inserted in this gear. So this is our shaft, this is our parallel key will be seated here, and this is our gear. So here you can see this parallel key is inserted in this gear. We can see in this diagram also. Okay. Next is our give head key. Okay, so this is a rectangular shank key which head at one end known as give head. Okay, so it is having a head on one side. This is known as give head, and it is usually provided to facilitate and removal of key. Okay, so here you can see the diagram of a give key. This is the shaft. This is the give head, and here in this diagram see how the slot is prepared and how this give key is inserted in this shaft and the hub. So here the taper section should be 45 degree, and this is the width, this is the thickness. Okay, so width is equal to your d by 4 and thickness is equal to 2w divided by 3, that equals to, in place of w we are putting d by 4 and we are getting d by 6. Okay, so here this is a give key and it is also tapered and it is in the ratio of 1:100. So the key is tapered in 1:100 on the top side. Okay. Next is our feather key. So this is our feather key. Okay. A key attached to one member of a pair which permits relative axial movement as well as your turning movement. Okay, so this is our feather key. It is a special type of key which transmit turning movement and also the axial movement. So this key, it provides your axial movement as well as your turning movement. So this is a special type of key. Here you can see the net screws are inserted in this holes and it is inserted in this shaft. Here you can see how it is fixed in the shaft. Next is our last, that is Woodruff key. Woodruff key is generally a cylindrical piece of disc, okay, and it is easily adjustable. Here you can see how this is inserted in this shaft, okay, and here the cross sectional view you can see the front view how the key is inserted in this shaft, and here you physically you can see here how this is inserted, easily inserted in this shaft. So next here we can see the applications of key. This is the sunk key. Sunk key we can say this is a halfway key as you have seen, half in the inserted in the shaft and half in the hub, and rectangular and square keys are rectangular tapered and square tapered, and these are used for mountings of flanges, pulley and gears. Next is our parallel key, or it is round or rectangular or square without taper, okay, and it is used in gearboxes where axial movement is restricted. Next is our give head key. So it is a rectangular key with one end for easy removal of key and one end is give head. Okay, so it is rectangular in length, used in mountings of pulley gears in accessible key seats. Next is our feather key. It is a special type of parallel key which transmits turning movement and also your axial movement you have seen, and it is used for gear shifting devices and clutches. Next is our Woodruff key. It is a segmented form of cylindrical disc which is used in machine tools and automobiles construction. Next we will see the saddle key. So saddle key, it is further divided into flat and hollow saddle key. A flat saddle key is taper key which fits in keyways in the hub and is also flat as shown in the figure you can see here it is tapered. Okay, so 1:100 ratio, it is tapered and it fits in the keybase. So here you can see this is a flat saddle key and it is inserted in the shaft. Okay, next hollow saddle key is in, it is also tapered and fits in the keybase or in the hub, and bottom of the key is shaped to fit the curved surface of the shaft. So this bottom part is like curved in cross in arc like section. So here you can see this is having an arc like thing in the front part, and this is used because it can fit in the curved surface. Next, you can see here in this diagram, this is the flat saddle key and this is the hollow saddle key. Okay, so here we can see this is the hollow saddle key having this curve and this is the flat saddle key. Next is our tangent key. Tangent key are at right angles, kept at right angles, and these are used in pairs. Okay, so these keys are used in pairs at right angles as shown in this figure. Okay, each key is to withstand torsion in only one direction, and these are used in heavy duty shaft. Next is our round key. So the round key, as you have seen, this is round in cross section, okay, as seen in the diagram, and fit into the hole drilled partly in the shaft and partly in the hub. So it fit into the hole which is drilled partly in the shaft and partly in the hub. They have the advantage of that the keybase may be drilled and re-aimed after the mating parts have been assembled. So it is having an advantage. Okay, so here you can see this round key and this taper pin is used in figure. This is how it is inserted and this is how it is inserted, half part in the shaft and the half part in the key. So here you can see how this it is seated, half in the shaft. So this is our round key. Okay, so this is the diameter of shaft and this is the diameter of key. So D is equal to capital D by 6. Okay, next is our spin line keys. So spin line keys are made integral with the shaft. Okay, so it is an integral part of the shaft which fits in the keybase broached in the hub. So these are the keybase broached in the hub. Okay, such shafts are known as your spin line shaft. So this shaft are our spin line shaft. Okay, and this is the broached hub. As shown in the figure, you can see if this is the diameter. Okay, and this is the diameter. Okay, so this is the diameter of the shaft and this is the spin lines. Here you can see how this spin lines are here in this shaft and this is the key portion. This you can see this how this it is fitting inside this hub. Okay, so these keys are having broached like thing, so it is easily inserted in this parts and fixed. And this is how this shaft and this hub is fixed, and these are the keys which is the integral part. Okay, so here I end this presentation on the key and different types of key. Next, in the next slide, we will see failures occurred in the key and design of key and the specification of key according to our Indian standard. Thank you.